Good morning, guys and gals, and welcome to the Monday, January 15th episode. Morning coffee and chat. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Hope everybody's staying warm this morning. It is still 3 days in a row blistering cold here in southwest Michigan. Yesterday, our wind chills got down uh, mid minus 20s. This morning, there's not really a lot of breeze. It's not as blistering cold, but it's still -6 ambient temperature. This is 3 days in a row that it has been too cold for the car to start. Told the wife last year, need to get a battery with a higher cold cranking amp. And, well, after winter was over, she forgot. So you just can't take an Arizona built Chevy with an Arizona battery and drive it around in the state of Michigan. Ain't gonna happen. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Dev. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, Terry. Hope you're staying warm. I know you're out there in the east where it's like really cold. Good morning, Jan. Ben, good to see you, brother. Oh, yeah, this, I'll tell you what, the whole north, man, from I would guess from just a little bit west of the Mississippi all the way out to the east coast are just getting their butts handed to them this year. And then of course the south with all the storms and stuff. I've got to take a little bit of time sometime today and get a hold of mom and dad, find out how they're doing down in east central Tennessee with all those storms and the cold weather and everything. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it, bud. Believe it or not, I thought I thought I had a stroke yesterday. I thought I had a mini stroke yesterday. We were out there, couldn't get the wife's car started. Of course, she had some PTO time at work, personal time off time. So Saturday wasn't a big issue. Sunday, yeah, we were still trying to get the car started. And the way the Chevy Equinox was made that year is they have this power component that's bolted on top of the battery. You can get to the negative cable, but you got to take this. You got to take the three bolts out of this component and move it to the side to get to the power or the positive terminal. So of course, much like every other tool I've ever had in this house, it's been borrowed and never brought back or lost or whatever. We had all of our sockets here and no ratchets. So we're using this teeny tiny little metal wrench. I mean, literally, it's like 3 inches long. And we're down there trying to get these bolts restarted to put this thing back in after we got the car jumped and started. And, turn, take it off, try to put it back on, turn. Couldn't do this in gloves. So here we are out. It's minus 27, 28 degrees. We're in the direct wind. It's snowing, and we're out there without gloves on. And I finally got this thing reconnected, put the top on it, closed the hood, left the car running, come in. I couldn't stop shaking. My fingers and stuff were on fire. My toes were on fire. I couldn't. I was shaking so bad. My abdominals. I felt like I was going to throw up. It took me. I actually turned the oven on and stuck my hands and everything inside the oven at 450 degrees to warm back up. And finally, after an hour, went back out, shut the car off, and tried to restart it. It was sluggish, but restarted. And went back out about an hour and a half later and started it. And it was sluggish, but restarted. And went back out about an hour later and tried to start it again. And it click, 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 click. So I'm going to make a great big huge poster and stick it on the refrigerator. Tax time, new battery, 750 cold cranking amp minimum. All right, now that I've been rattling, I'm going to go on and pop up in here, and I'm going to take a look at some of these comments and stuff. Drew, quit whining, don't be a bitch, blah, blah, blah. You know, stuff like that. My mom had the flu, went to the hospital, they sent her to a dump rehab. I took her out, brought her home. My whole family's pissed. Oh, I'm sure. Good morning, Buck. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, bud. Morning, Lee. You ornery cuss. Morning, you nutty nutted. I cannot wait. Kalamazoo History Show in March. I can wait if it's going to be like this. Snow started overnight in Tennessee. Been getting updates from Knoxville, sis. Oh, yeah. Between the storms, you know, last week and snow now, I don't know what Tennessee's going to do. Want to do how everyone else on vacation. Whoop, whoop. There you go. Vacation. Can't beat that, man. Morning, Jay, by the way. Let's see here. I'm willing to trade anyone my 38-degree Celsius day for a day of snow and coldness. It's damn hot over here. Hey, I made the offer last week, and I'll make it again now. I have got a sofa sleeper that pulls out into a queen-size bed. I open an invitation to any of our Aussie family members or anyone who lives in an area in the world or in the country or whatever that never gets to enjoy winter. Never get to have a snowball fight, never get to build a snowman, never get to walk around in it and just experience it hitting you in the face or whatever. Come on over. We'll have some fun. How much snow do you have? But evidently you ain't experienced minus 30 wind chill. It currently says minus 29. Dusting the white stuff off this morning. We didn't get any snow to speak of. Mowing my new munchie maker. Ooh, a munchie maker. Might have to go into some detail about that because you know us old fat boys, we really like munchies. Yeah, it's minus 9 down here, Justin. So, not really much of a breeze right now. I mean, it kicks up on occasion, and it's starting to snow a little bit again. But, yeah, not... breeze kicks up to about 10, 12 mile an hour, then dies right back down. So, you know, we're looking at, what, minus 5, minus 6 degrees, something like that. Or no, I'm sorry, we're at minus 6 now. So, you know, minus 18, minus 20, something like that. I'm supposed to call her when we leave here this morning. I reckon she'll be calling me times on the way down. I've never done that. I'd love to one day. Anytime, bud, just let me know. We'll make arrangements. I'm headed out to work. Have a good day, everyone. I thought you guys were heading down to Tennessee um, today, Jan? Or if Jan's gone, Jay. A Munchie Maker is what I call my new bong. It's a beast and gives you the munchies. You know, I knew a girl one time. I ain't gonna call her a lady. She was not a lady by far, but I knew a girl one time. She had this goblin, and he's sitting down, you know, Indian style, cross-legged with his ankles crossed and everything, and the globe was right in his lap, and he had his arms wrapped around the top of the globe, and the stem come off the top of it, right above his arms, and the bowl was right down in the front of it, and she loved that little goblin. Good morning, Sarah. Hope you're staying warm out there in Colorado. It's 6 here in Cincinnati. The chickens are out, slowly moving around. Jan and I put up tarps to break the wind Saturday. I'll tell you what, I've been worried about these outside animals, man. Of course, you know, Chalkboard, our little tiny homeless female, she's been staying in the house. She won't even try to go outside, and when she does, she turns right around on the deck, wants to come back in. She says, "Screw this stuff." Her brothers, didn't see them. I saw them once yesterday. Not seen them this morning. I had to take the trash down this morning, and they didn't even come out of the shed looking for food or anything. So I've been real scared about all the outside animals, and you know especially how the smaller ones deal with this kind of cold. You know, minus 20, minus 30 degree wind chills, minus 50 degree wind chills, minus 6 ambient temperature and everything. It kind of frightens me a little bit on how they deal with it, and if they deal with it very well. Minus 13 Celsius here right now. It's colder last night. Burr. Tactical, I ordered you. Like now, for example, at the moment, I just put the dogs out. I'm pissed off at them for messing here. Oh, shit. Mess. Big dogs in the house, man. I mean, I've done it, but I'm stupid. You know, I kept Tyson, my Malamute timber wolf, in the house, all 195 pounds of him, 6'2", 6'3", when he stood up on his back legs and looked down into my 5'7.5" tall, you know, eyes. Yeah. We got snow, and it's cold. Well, you know, where you live at, I hope you got snow. If we get snow and you don't get snow, there's something wrong with the world. My computer says it's 3 here in Cincinnati. You're warmer than us by, what, 9 degrees? No, leaving tomorrow. I have to do a colonoscopy at 8 tomorrow. Then we're snowboarding down to Tennessee. Well, that should be interesting. Make sure to take lots of video of that. I want to see you and Jan on a snowboard. I know, like everybody wants to see me on a snowboard. You know, I was actually going to surprise everybody and do the snowboard challenge thing this year, since I found out we were going to get above normal snowfall, and the place uptown here didn't have any snowboards out. So it kind of screwed me over getting a snowboard for under, you know, like $50 or $60, which now Now I especially don't have. It's not like we had the extra money before, but now the new manager that I familiarized you guys with um, likes to talk on his phone. 20 something year old boy from back in the old country, run the kitchen by himself and giving everybody else the time off. So, yeah, 16-hour paycheck last week, 15-hour paycheck this week. Yep. So there really is no extra nothing now. If critters get a place to hole up out of the wind, precipitation, they should do okay as long as they get food and water. Yeah, the only problem is the food and water is up here on the back deck. We even bought these great big insulated styrofoam. You guys know the stuff that they deliver the meat and everything in, that are like real thick styrofoam so the meat don't thaw out and everything while it's being shipped. We got those, and one of the girls where the wife works at, that's what her outside animals stay in all winter long. The cats won't go in them. We built this whole little igloo thing on the back porch for the to keep the snow off of them and keep the wind off of them and stuff. Put those styrofoam things up under the table, and even left the glass top table sitting out there, and for some kind of cover. And they'll go in there, they'll eat, they'll drink their water or lick the ice, and go out. They don't like that thing. So, yeah, but they didn't come out. They didn't come up there and eat all day yesterday. So, yeah, they were up there last night trying to beg us to let them in the house. One of them even ripped a hole in our screen, just enough to stick his foot through to feel heat from the kitchen, or stick his about that much of his face through. So they aren't stupid, that's for sure. I'm always chasing the American Bulldog around. It's a cute little puppy. I love American Bulldogs. Hey, Chris. Too damn chilly, man. I mean, but I like the winter more than I like the summer. But at the same time, if if I could find a place to live where it was about 70, 75 year round, I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic. I might even tinkle on myself from being so happy. Looking at getting a pet snake. Well, you live in Australia, man, and there are um, lots of interesting breeds of snakes on the island of Australia that I hear they make great pets, depending primarily upon, whether you like poisonous snakes or not. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's 26. It's 26 at your place, Sarah? My God, how in the hell is Michigan colder than Colorado? Um, you got the frickin' Rocky Mountains and stuff right there. I mean, how in the hell is Michigan, uh, 30, 32 degrees colder than Colorado? Oh, I thought she was in Colorado. I thought Sarah lived in Colorado. Sarah, where the hell do you live at? I thought you lived in Colorado. Oh, the other mountains? Oh, well, shit. I'm old. I'm senile. Not like I have a memory or anything like that. Oh, I still want winters, but less of it. If you want to die in 4 minutes, I'm looking at getting a big python. Well, that'd be cool. I've known I've known several people that's had ball pythons and stuff like that, and they really like them. Virginia. Well, hell, you're closer to me than I thought you were. The Appalachians. Yeah, you're closer than I thought you were. I thought you was clear out in Colorado somewhere. But like I said, you got to excuse me. I'm old. I'm senile. Um, I'm just me. It's really bad. Um, you know, you guys have you guys I've had my camera set up in here to do the overnight paranormal thing and stuff like that. So you guys have seen the size of the studio. It's probably the hell was that? Something like that. Well, we have two heater vents in here outside the door. And I have the vent partially covered with really heavy books so it don't get ungodly hot in here. But if I close this window, then it feels like it's 150 degrees in this room. So I keep the window open literally 2 inches just to help suck out some of the heat. And, the room is always closed off because I'm always either doing research or working on a video or something. The wind has been circulating so much here that it's coming from this direction, it's coming from this direction, and it's coming in this window from this direction and blowing directly on the desk and my feet and everything. Literally, I had to put on 2 pair of wool hunting socks to keep my feet from getting so cold they burned. Just sitting here, and it fascinates me with how the wind will swirl as it hits things and come in multiple windows or seem like it's coming from multiple directions. I was looking at a python, but want to get an anaconda instead. Yeah, but I don't think you're talking snakes, Tony. A cold anaconda. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at getting my reptile license so I can have a few venomous snakes. I actually knew a guy in Indiana that had his reptile license. He had woodland. Well, here in America, I don't know if you guys have them in Australia or not. Probably not. But we have a species of rattlesnake here called a woodland rattler. He had 2 or 3 of those, and then of course he had coppermouths, and he had a diamondback rattler or 2 diamondback rattlers, but he bred them, and then he sold the babies to other people who had their reptile licenses. So he made some damn good money doing it too. I start my next PhD class today. I'll be doing it for 6 weeks. Then on to the next. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. Your PhD. We'll be calling her Dr. Cruz before it's all said and done. You watch. Mark my words. She's not backing down from her education. We'll be calling her Dr. Cruz before too long. Physics and science is a wonderful thing, eh, Drew? Yeah, it is. Physics and science has always interested me, though. That's why, a lot of times in my videos and everything, you'll see me, throw in some of that weird science-y shit because I enjoy it so much. I'm not a fan of snakes, although I have eaten rattler and it was okay. Rattler's good. Why would you want venomous ones? Hard to get a license for any animal in Ohio after that guy let all his exotic animals loose, then killed himself about 10 years ago. Yeah, I could imagine. But then again, I've lived in three or four different locations where people have done that. They have one guy I knew of down in Indiana had went to Florida, and he was in a lake and found a baby alligator that was only about like a foot long, and brought it back up north. And when it got too big to stay in the kiddie pool or the enclosure with a kiddie pool that he had put in for it, he let it loose in a local fishing hole, and it never killed anybody, never attacked anyone, but people saw it when they were out in a boat. People saw it when they were fishing on the shore, and I don't know whatever happened to it. I know that animal organizations were called and the police were called and everything else, and they were going to try to relocate it back down south, but I never heard what happened to it. Of course, everybody knows the stories of the alligators in the New York sewer system. Up here, we've had animals escape from private zoo collections and stuff like that. We've had a few cougar way over in the south central part of Michigan. We've had moose down here even. So, yeah. People are worried about driving down the road and hitting a deer. Could you imagine hitting a moose in a Prius? Plan to milk the venom, collect it, help create more anti-venom for people who get bit. That's very cool. Most of my physics interest centers around grain weight and muzzle velocity. That's about all the physics I've ever got to use. He let loose over 15 big cats and other animals. His actions directly affected all animal laws in the U.S. a week later. Oh, I just about imagine. Yeah, in the city, they let the two-legged cougars run free. Yeah, but they won't attack small children and eat them, so they only attack the bigger ones. 18 tigers, 17 lions, 3 or 8 bears, 3 cougars, 2 wolves, 1 baboon. Wow. My God, man. Now, see, I've heard of bear breaking free from their enclosures and stuff like that. Wolves we have here already. And now, You know, all these years later, the larger deer, the cougars, the wolves, the bears have actually started to move south a little bit. It was just last winter that the wife saw that bear just 17 miles north of here when she was going to work that day. We've had news reports here of people finding cougar tracks and stuff in their pastures when they've been out feeding their cows or their sheep or whatever. So yeah, don't worry about releasing your animals into the wild. Mother Nature's taking care of that for you. Even if you're only releasing one, I'm sure Mother Nature can supply a lot of mating partners for them. We're getting bears back slowly, supposedly some wolves, which hopefully will control the deer. Coyote. Had a black bear pass by less than 20 miles from here. Go figure. Go figure. Do 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 do. But we're going to try to restart the car again this morning. Hopefully not the cocaine bear. You know what's really sad is that movie is lightly based on a true story, but it was probably the dumbest damn movie I ever saw in my life. The wife and I saw it the day it debuted, and we couldn't stop laughing. It was like, oh, MG, what the hell are we watching? We have coyote in every suburb here. Oh, we have coyotes all over the place. Oh, wait. God, that's scary when that happens. It's like you guys know I have little or no vision in this eye. It's just all a haze. And this one here's 75% gone. Then when it starts to haze up, it scares the hell out of you, but 9 times out of 10, it's just one of those little eye boogers that gets in front of my retina. But yeah, we have coyotes here, and we have quite a bit of them. Coyotes and coy dogs, man. We have tons of black bear. No grizzly, thankfully. Yeah, those are out there where I thought you lived at. It's kind of cool. We don't have native bear here based on a true story, but the bear is already dead when it was found. We got everything dangerous down under. Coy dogs are far more dangerous. Yeah, because they're not really afraid of people. I mean, you're looking at a dog that was domesticated, and a coy dog is when a domesticated dog escapes or is released or whatever, and it's taken into a coyote pack, and it mates with them, and then the pups learn to not fear humans from the parents. So they'll walk right up into your backyard and attack your kids playing, or attack your family pet or something like that. They have absolutely where a coyote will only come near humans and get into their personal property or get into their homes or their yards or whatever when they're really extremely hungry. A coy dog does it because it's bred into them not to fear humans. It's instinctual. We got everything dangerous down under. Yeah, including them cute kangaroos. I never knew that kangaroos were dangerous until I seen one, literally attack a dude. And it's like, oh, yeah, they're not as cute and cuddly as people made them think they were. Koala bears. Slow, sluggish, kind of like kind of like having a sloth as a pet. But yeah, they got sharp claws and teeth. They'll get you. You know, and ostriches, crocodiles. They got crocodiles in Australia. Hey, Crocodile Dundee was no BS, guys. They got crocodiles in Australia that could eat our American alligators. These things are huge, which crocodiles are always bigger than alligators. But I mean, literally, when a croc is so big that it could just tear apart an alligator. Never heard of that. Waylon Jennings bought the real cocaine bear and had it mounted. It is in a mall down south now. I did not know that. Like an ostrich can kill you. I would love a koala bear as a pet. We would snuggle all day. Till it got pissed off at you and ripped your throat out and drank your blood and, you know, all those other nasty things that angry koala bears do. Don't let koalas fool you. Their urine carries chlamydia. Honestly, honey, I didn't cheat on you. I don't know where I got chlamydia at. I don't know. But it's a bear, but it's a sweet bear like a panda. I don't know who lied to you and told you panda bears were sweet, but they will kill you. A panda bear will kill you. Now I hear about a drop bear. Is it with Australia? I went to school I went to school at the Cincy Zoo. I've worked with all the above. What do y'all think about the Miami Bayshore Mall event where they claim 8-foot aliens came through a portal made by teens? Bears, giant raccoon, pandas, well, so loving. I've seen a video, you got panda ripping into the zookeeper. Yeah. Oh yeah, panda bear will tear you a new one. I don't know, Dev. I don't know. I've been actually watching the different videos and the analyses that people are doing of the videos, and I really don't know what to think about that. I've seen the original surveillance videos. I honestly don't know. I have no clue. I mean, when you have civilians, you have police officers, you have body cam footage, you have surveillance footage, you have all this stuff, all these witnesses, all this video footage. And, you know, how do you dispute it? I mean, how do you dispute it? What panda ripping at a zookeeper happened January 1st. Anything with 4-inch canines has them for a reason, cute or not. Yeah. Teeth and claws, not fun. Must have gotten chlamydia from a koala bear, been angry. Yeah. I got to see that video of the aliens. I'm a skeptic. Well, it's pretty easy to fake very high quality looking video. Pretty easy to fake very high panda, giant Asian trash panda. Pretty much. 60 cop cars came to stop teens from fighting with sticks and fireworks. Then they checked everybody's cell for footage to be removed. Yeah, I know, and that was something else. I've watched the actual news channels running the story, and they've said their sources for this video footage came directly from the mall, came directly from police officers' body cams, and came directly off of people's cell phones. And they have analyzed a lot of this footage, and they have found no evidence of tampering. There have been multiple sightings. Hey, Freedom, good to see you, love. Tony, Katie, good to see you guys. Man, I've missed y'all. Just a quick hello, we're still here. Just about. But at least you're not buried under snow and below zero temperatures right now. So I know at least our friends in the UK are going to survive this winter. I'm not sure about the rest of us. Yet the mall has no CCTV. No, the CCTV footage was captured on a building directly across the street, pointing down there towards the mall. I don't know. It's got me wondering. Yeah, a wee bit nipply today. Yeah, nipply here too. It is -1. It's cold for here. So right now we're sitting at, let me see here. Right now we're sitting at -11. And that's just the ambient temperature. Let me see what it says about the wind. -26 with the wind. Fahrenheit. So, for all of you who are really, really good at converting Fahrenheit to Celsius and stuff, you can see, what our -26 wind chill equals to in Celsius. Oh, that was a guy in a building across the street. Okay. -1 metric, that ain't cold. And in that vid, looks like a drone flying above the glowing figure, like it was projecting an image. Celsius, here we live on the coast, and it is chilly. I didn't realize you guys lived right on the coast. I've got to make it to England, man. Between my friend Alan up in Corby and you guys and the wife and my Irish connection and our Scottish connection and Ellsworthshire, south of Cambridge. Not to mention, I have to see London and the English Channel sometime before I finally decide to leave this world and not come back. There's just so much, man. So much. Project Bluebeam create chaos so people want government. Good morning, KG. Good to see you. I didn't make it snow. If you guys read my post from early this morning, I just wanted the wife to have a nice birthday, and I asked for some cold hard cash to show her a nice birthday, which today is her birthday. She's a big, wonderful 44 today, and she just walked in the room.
Okay, Booger got her started. You don't have to take the thing off the battery or nothing. She said that post that sticks up as a positive. You hook positive to it, hook the negative to anything metal.
What
you don't ever have to take the cover off of it to do that. I was like, are you kidding me? She's like, no. She brought the charger, hooked it up. Took about 5 minutes, but she's going. She's running.
Oh, what did you break?
This Velcro thing. I didn't break nothing.
Oh, your thing stuck to my...
Yeah. Your pen fell off. That's what the noise was.
Oh, no, my pen.
Okay, I gotta hurry up again until it's not gonna work.
Or at least try.
No, I'm going, Mitch.
And she's gone.
But we do have to go get gas, and you're gonna pump it, so.
Well, I'll pump anything for you on your birthday, baby. Well, let me see here. I saw a dog come in. There he is. Kentucky's here. Missed my Kentucky girl. Me too. Always wanted to go to England. They're getting good at the projections in the sky. They're getting very good at the projections in the sky. I've seen some of those drone displays, and it's just, yeah, it's amazing what they can do. England is pretty in parts. London is okay for the sights, but it's dirty and busy. As with any huge city. You know, when I lived in Indianapolis, Indiana, there were parts of the city like the canal and the riverside parks and things like that that were absolutely gorgeous. And then you get downtown in the business district, some of the newer, fancier buildings, the high-tech buildings were really pretty and stuff. And then you go 2 or 3 blocks any direction, and there's garbage piled up outside. There's homeless people all over the place that are not being cared for. And yeah, Detroit, you know, the last time I went to Chatham, Ontario, we came back across the Ambassador Bridge, you know, back into a really pretty business district, turned south to go to the closest gas station to get our gas back in Michigan, and boom, right in the middle of hell. I mean, we were sitting there pumping gas and hearing gunshots 2 blocks down the road. The cops would come up and park right by the Speedway gas station, but wouldn't go down the road where the gunshots were. I think they were just, you know, they were waiting till all the gunplay ended, and then, you know, carefully cruising down through there just looking for bodies. I don't know. They were still sitting there when we filled up the vans and headed south back home. Graffiti on the buildings now, like in U.S. Wouldn't mind seeing the Scottish Highlands. That's how I am. I want to go to the English countryside, get tipsy in the pub with locals, then frolic with some sheep. Are you sure you're not Scottish? That's normally a Scottish thing, frolicking with the sheep. Try Detroit if you want to see something beautiful. Yeah, okay. I don't ever want to set foot in a big city again in my life. I've been to them all here in the U.S. and they all suck. Definitely doesn't seem good. A good idea at this point. I want to go to New York City. We live in Yorkshire. It's a pretty place, loads of farms and wildlife. They were gonna let them figure it out before they got down. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now y'all can either keep shooting at each other, or you can put your guns down, basketball, and go down here to the court and fight it out that way. But then again, somebody get a foul, they'd argue about it, guns would come back out. So I never wanted to go to Detroit. I've been to New York City, LA, Chicago, Detroit. They all suck. I've always wanted to go to New York City. I want to go to, my big thing is people. I've always wanted to go to a place like Heathrow, a true international airport, and see the different people, see the different clothing, hear the different languages, see how people interact with each other and communicate. That's what I have. A little farm, yeah, definitely. Definitely. But the wife don't want me to go to Scotland or England because she knows I'd probably never want to leave. So I'll probably get to the UK in an urn when she brings me over there looking for a new English husband. And then she'll dump my ashes somewhere on a sheep farm and tell me to go live my afterlife. Sure, it's ingrained in your blood, same as mine. My real dad is from Ireland, which probably explains my alcohol problem. Hey, I got family from Ireland, and I don't drink that much. I'm pretty sure it's ingrained in your blood, same as mine. Been in some bad parts of Detroit in the middle of the night. Not good, scary. I would never do it at night. I don't care. Yeah, it's snowing here too, and we're minus 11 right now. Wind chills, like I think it said minus 26. So yeah, yeah. Good morning, Kingdom. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. I wonder, okay, G and Wookie do. Well, hopefully she's getting up to Indiana here real soon, and then we'll start hearing from them both more often. I think that's the plan for 2024. Is for her to finally leave Kentucky and be IG, 38, aka Indiana girl. I quit caring about England 1776. They fear guns over there, so the place ain't for me. I didn't say I was going to live there. I won't go without my guns. I'll be outlaw. Upstate New York is all farms, backcountry. Surprising how many apple trees. That feeling wasn't mutual. Unfortunately so. I'm getting out of this hellhole. I ain't gonna visit. Well, I'll visit. Damn it. Oh, God. I don't know what to do, guys. I really honestly don't know what to do. We were finally getting a grip on the kitchen and the operations of the bar, and since we got rid of that guy that was bad up there, that crackhead guy, we finally started getting the customers back in, slowly, and we were putting the place on the map more so with the food than the drink specials and stuff. And then this new manager comes in, and all he talks about is polish, polish, shine, polish, polish. He's not worried about food cost or anything else. And, then he brings in this new guy from back over in India. And this kid spends more time on his phone than he does anything else, talking to his girlfriend, talking to his kids, talking to his brother, talking to his parents. Then all of a sudden, Saturday, it's like, okay, well, you don't have to come in. He's going to do it all by himself. So Sunday morning, I find out, he's making wrong orders and not making enough food and things like that on the orders and stuff. But then, once again, Saturday, you don't got to bother coming in. Sunday, you don't got to bother coming in. Today, you don't got to bother coming in. This guy is literally going in there at 10 o'clock in the morning, opening the place, and leaving at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. 7 days a week. Now, they won't let us do that. With our barely above minimum wage position, they won't let us do that. But this guy makes $18 an hour and is not paid by bar payroll. He is on a totally separate payroll system and pays no taxes because he's not an American citizen. So it's $18 an hour cash under the table. So, we had 2 days off for Christmas and 2 days off for New Year. And last week I pulled a 16-hour paycheck. And as of right now, if I get to go to work tomorrow, this week I'll pull 15 hours. So, yep. And my kitchen manager is the same way. My kitchen manager is exactly the same way. His hours are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller each week. We got one cook up there whose wife just had a baby last week. Right now he has no income. He's totally off the schedule this week. So he was granted paternity leave, but then taken off the schedule because they don't need him. So what do you do? I think I'm going to become a gigolo. Because I'll be one of those. I'll be one of those male strippers that get paid to put their clothes back on. Because face it, no one wants to look at this. The whole time the wife was in here, she was looking that direction. She wasn't looking at me. So I just want it to be somewhere warmer. But ain't much elsewhere. What's with this new management? Now y'all get 20 hours. Oh yeah, just what? A month ago? I was pulling, 32, 33, 34 hour paychecks. And they have been completely cut in half. What's with the, what was your post about the job thing? Didn't get what you meant about the hours. My cabin's 5 degrees above zero. So that is 15 or so degrees warmer than here. Yeah, he's ruining the place. You're right, Sarah. That's exactly what he's doing. That tells you find a new job if they don't respect you. Yeah, I would really honestly love to. I would love to find a new job, but when you live in a town like this, there's nothing in walking distance. There's nothing here, period. But I mean, walking distance, there's really nothing. I mean, we literally have 15 businesses in this town and maybe 3 that'll hire a person. because the same people have worked there forever. So that will take up one of those 16 hours. Yeah, pretty much. I could pull the gigolo thing off, but my missus would probably not approve. Probably not. 3 gas stations in this town. One of them only hires people over the age of 65 and women. The other 2 are Indian owned. And they only run Indian employees. The same thing that's kind of happening with our bar. Owned by Indians, bring an Indian in from a restaurant in Mishawaka, Indiana to manage the place. And I really honestly believe completely eliminating everybody to replace them with Indian employees. They're already going to bring in employees from another restaurant to start making Indian food there because they don't want us to make it. They don't want to teach us to make it. They're going to bring in their own employees and stuff to make the Indian food. Discrimination? You could say that. You could open your house to illegal aliens and charge the government room and board. Yeah, but, like you said in your live stream this morning, once they move in with you, they become residents. So, yeah, then I get in trouble for harboring illegals. No, I don't think so. No, there is no demand for Indian food in this town. It's just something they want to do. That's why me and my kitchen manager have been talking about trying to find, we're trying to find financial backing to open an actual pizza restaurant in this town. Now understand, there was a pizza restaurant in this town for, 25 years. And they closed when the pandemic hit and were never able to reopen. And so there's one gas station. The family owns a pig farm, so they do all their own slaughtering. They make pizzas there, but it's not a very good quality pizza. Then we had the bar where we were putting the place on the map because of the pizza and the double burgers and the cowboy burger and the monster burgers and stuff like that. But now they have that guy running everything. So they're cutting back on things. They're not doing the pizzas the way that, they were taught to do them. So, yeah, that's not working very well for them. But this place that operated for so long that everybody loved was the only place in town that delivered. So that's why we're talking about trying to open a pizza restaurant, because I found the pizza ovens. I found the pizza ovens online, and the pizza ovens are almost 2 foot across. Now, 2 of these pizza ovens would equal one large pizza oven like we have at the bar. I was going to get 4 of them, and then we have me and my manager, Ahmet. No, he's not Indian. He's Palestinian, but he grew up here. We were going to run it as equal partners. His wife was going to do all the delivery driving for us here in town. We've already found a location. It's been a restaurant previously. It has ovens and stuff in it. It's even got room for 4 or 5 little tables where people could come in, have a nice little, pizza dinner, have a soda pop or something like that. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. It's just a matter, of finding the financial backing to do it. I mean, between him and I, my God, we've got 60 years of food prep. So, 50 years. He's younger than I am a little bit. But, She just asked if everything went to shit. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, Tony, you take care too. You and Katie stay warm. Take care of yourselves over there and be safe. And we'll talk to you soon. But all right, guys. I know it's short notice, but I have to help the wife get the car taken care of and stuff to go to work. And I got to start working on the videos for this week. So you guys, sorry for the short chat. I'll try to make it up on Friday. I'm hoping I go to work on Friday, but who knows? Hope I go to work at all this week, but who knows? But you guys just take care, stay warm, stay safe, and we will catch you a little bit later on this week. And I might slip in something on Wednesday or Thursday. Who the hell knows what I'm going to do? But you take care of yourself, and we'll catch y'all later. Have a good day, y'all.